Hello everyone and welcome to another build tour with Fwipp, your favorite dark jester. You know, I was just thinking, if the evil doll, Chucky, took over Chuck E. Cheese's, they'd probably have to rename the slogan, where a kid can kill a kid. Huh? Anyone? Anyone? Anyway, what I'm here to show you is, I didn't build the outside, but I did do this entire interior. So here we have this strange Latin phrase, which has its translation on the back. We gladly feast on those who would subdue us, because every creepy old tomb needs a strange Latin phrase that nobody understands. You're probably thinking, what's this thing going on here? Glowstone behind stairs. Oh, there's a block missing. Let me just put that back in. Yeah, just regular will be fine. Come here. There we go, yes. You're gonna see that because this is basically what I've done for the lighting a lot of the time. Like upside down stairs is a really good tool, or half slabs on top of glowstone is going to be a good theme throughout here. But anyway, this Latin phrase actually comes straight from the Addams family after I looked that up. Anyway, you come down here and we got this face that's meant to look like a skeleton. Again, glowstone behind stairs. It works really well for giving off a very creepy lighting effect. Especially since it's sort of green-hued. It was the perfect thing for making these fountains, where the water just kind of pools out here. We're basically in the spawn of Black Cross, where everybody undead lives, and there is the massive throne up ahead. Why don't we go check that out? We got our fountains that kind of look like snakes, with the water coming out along the edges. We've got our archways with holes in them to kind of simulate bones. Well, really, there's not a lot that can simulate bones. And here we go, right? Remember when I was showing you the dungeon? Levers inside of little corner blocks. It's perfect. Uh-oh, what happened there? Did the lever get removed? Maybe the lever got removed. I'm gonna have to put that back in place. But anyway, here we have the throne, which is sitting on top of 3 dispensers, which, I guess they removed the levers because they plan to have this in use. But for purposes such as now, let's go put everything back in place. Should be a lever here, which will, yes, launch out a combination of poison in the middle and fire charges, which together should be well, the best tool to kill people really fast. Glowstone behind stairs has that blue effect on this texture pack. Redstone torches and other low-level light sources do kind of a yellowish glow. So that makes the throne really stand out in the dark. It doesn't actually produce very good light levels, though, so this place is almost always crawling with mobs. Which, hey, you know what? If you're in an undead palace, maybe that's how it is. For this testing purposes, I'm gonna power the door right here. In here we have the Dark Lord's, well, scrying table, all nice and particle effecty. Again, place an ender chest underneath something like a transparent block, because that's what this counts as, or underneath other blocks such as stairs, and the particle effects will come right through without any sound. So that's why I find these are better for particle effects rather than nether portals. You don't get that sound. Got his enchanting table here, standard area. I figure if you're building an undead tomb, lily pads, moss, water, vines, all good things to have in combination with each other. You might think it weird, but when you're building things, slight abilities for realism works really well, like reasons for things, like areas are viney because there's water in them, that sort of thing, right? This area I didn't help out that much with, other than the giant staircase and the fountain in the bottom. I don't know if I showed you this fountain before. It's a nice little fountain thing going on, where you press the button, it does this. It's a perfect, fully automated fountain. Yes. Redstone goes up the center, dispensers all on sides. Dispensers update really nicely with redstone. They don't even need to technically be next to the block a lot of the time. Got some weird currents going on underneath this thing, but I always find a 9-block side is like the best, because then you can easily find the middle and build the fountain from there. Pretty simple to build, actually, now that I think about it. Fire in the walls behind iron bars seems to be the perfect mood lighting. Every area does need just a little bit of originality, but hey, it's great. Over here we have the tombs. Just simple little area there again. Black cross with glowstone behind to give out that glow. Now, in just a moment, guys, I will fly over to a town area that I have built, because this is really all that I need to show off from the throne room. So I will meet you there. There we go, and it's just coming into view. The cursed town of Shadowvale. I already wrote about this on the forums, but I'll try to explain what's supposed to be going on. You got this town, right? And it is basically an ancient village that's been here for a while, but it's a literal ghost town. Like, it is a village of the undead now. And in fact, the land is cursed, the grass won't grow here. And it is surrounded by a thorn forest. Well, the best I could do there was cactus. World it didn't work that much. Anyway, with the houses, as you can see, they're all sufficiently destroyed to really make it look like they've kind of been rotting away here for a while. Who was it that was showing me that signs, when placed on top of other signs, make it look like rafters? I'm not sure, but I like that idea, and it kind of works out. I mean, on one end, you kind of see the fence side where it's white, but I think it works. I think it works. Just another idea you guys can have. That someone gave to me. I wish I could quote them, but I found that in, the village tutorial. Remember when I was talking about, things have to be reasonable? Well, this here from above, see, the chimney caved in, so there's bricks down there. Like, the ground's kind of pressed in where the wood has fallen in through, that kind of thing. Every block for a reason is kind of one of my philosophies. In this case, it's every block broken for a reason, I guess. Like, the walls are rotting away, and some of the windows got broken, and, things have fallen off the roof and just kind of crushed the path, that kind of thing. This is the inn. Remember the inn from, the first one? I kind of broke it a whole bunch and shoved it in here because I realized that the building design for this one, with the wood, was perfect. To make these houses have been here a long time, mostly stone. I mean, stone lasts, right? That makes sense. Let's walk in here, which I imagine would be the mayor's house. If we can get over a lot of these gaps. Got the upstairs area with beds. That's the thing about houses. They've got to have a bedroom, they've got to have a kitchen, they've got to be believably livable, You can't just build a bunch of ruins. You've got to build the houses as they would have been, right? And then you can destroy them and put things in where they should be. Then over here we have the mausoleum, like I showed you. I've started to add things to it, I guess. Like, you can go down here, and then you're in the crypt where, the old bodies would be. That's why it's all wooden, right? And you've got all the coffins. I'm a bit deficient in the town setting. I'm not exactly sure what else I need to add to make it a livable town. But this is basically the base. I'm hoping someone else is going to come in and do whatever they need to do to make people be able to buy plots and build their own houses and possibly build the crypt for me, because that's going to be a pain. I'd rather build a whole new dungeon from scratch than somehow put a new, livable area underneath this place, because it's not in my head right now how that's possible. Oh, I almost skipped out on the blacksmith shop. Yeah, you kind of head in here and... Well, it's mostly stone. People said, don't make a blacksmith with wooden walls, but hey, realistically, it would be wood walls, even though, hey, it's a place where there's usually fire. It makes sense. You can't just have a building without wood. I mean, you could. It wouldn't look good from my perspective, or in my opinion. Oh yeah, and by the way, all these trees have been cursed. Their leaves are now soul sand. I'm gonna head back to spawn right now and show you what those houses looked like before I destroyed them, because like I said, the key to building good ruins, I believe, is build the ruins first as if they weren't destroyed, and then take the extra step to blow them up. So here I have each of the houses completely pristine. Nothing's broken, nothing's vined over. I did that afterwards. Kind of interesting, I guess, if you were wondering about that. Yeah, that's still there from where I deleted the other houses. It's a good idea, I suppose, to build things in, creative mode and then port them into the world. So here's what the blacksmith's shop would have looked like, were it not, having the roof fallen in and the floor all eroded away. It's kind of tricky making these kind of buildings more destroyed because, like I said, stone should last, so... Well, how would it get that broken? It's easy to say that the wooden planks rotted away and maybe somebody broke through the windows and raided the place, or just simply, decay, Age did this. That kind of thing. However, I do want people whoever goes to the town to think, hey, what happened to this place? You know, it's now a town of the dead, but why is it cursed? And honestly, I haven't thought of an RP reason for that just yet. But I figure that's okay. I think as long as you create reasons for there to be a storyline, eventually you'll come up with one. Maybe nothing too cliche or complicated, like, you know, not like, oh yeah, the Lich did something, da 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 da. No, that's gotta be something unique. I want this to be kind of a neutrally town that people have been to, kind of thing. Where anybody could live there, but you don't really want to because it is a town of the dead. So, there's that. And it is kind of tricky to get to, I would imagine. I mean, the cactus forest isn't impenetrable, but well, it's difficult enough that you'd probably cut off like 5 hearts. So basically, a leg trying to get through this place. I'll just give a quick flyover of this undead town again. And no, mycelium is not a good thing to replace the grass with. I don't want purple and particle effects. I think just dirt is fine. I might have to come in here every once in a while and delete the grass again, because it does spread naturally. But hey, that's not a big deal for the atmosphere that I want to create with this place, which I think it has. Can people actually live here? I don't know. We're hoping to put quests in and that sort of thing. But anyway, thanks for joining me for another one of Fwipp's Build Tours. See you all later. This is what it all looks like when it is all together. Bye.